check that out. With the mirror. We're gonna load this bad boy up. Chevy shake the crud out of it. Alright, what's up guys? So when I found this dresser, I was in a rush. I had to get the jet to pick them up at school, and I had cut through this alley. Just not even on purpose, just to get quicker to the street, and came upon this dresser. This must be high-end furniture week. I'll show you the other two pieces later, but this is a really nice dresser. By the time I get this all done up, it's going to be great. All the drawers have ornate, and then the mirror that mounts onto the top. It's pretty fantastic as well. And then when I was taking the drawers out of it to unload it, I dropped the tag. It's Ashley Furniture, so decent brand furniture company. Yeah, we're gonna shabby chic this up a slate gray, I think, maybe. See what it does. The thing is with furniture now is you got to remember that people are trying for modern furniture. So even though this is beautiful and somebody might like it, it will take longer to sell like this than it will all modernized. So we are going to do this one up nice. So I'll get it all set to the back, and we'll put the drawers all back in and get it all hooked up with the mirror, and we'll start rocking and rolling on this baby. All right, here we are. Here's this dresser. Here's the one that we found in the alley. I showed you a couple pictures of it. The first video wasn't that great because I wasn't expecting to find this. I had been cutting through the alley just to get the jet to school, and just came across this dresser. So threw it in the truck real quick, did a quick video of me unloading it, and now here we are getting ready to get this thing going. So we are going to prep this dresser. It's a beautiful dresser. It's Ashley Furniture, so it's quite expensive when it first started. But the look is kind of outdated. It's not very many people are going to want the natural wood look anymore. It's people go more for the painted look now. So we're going to turn this dresser into a high-end painted dresser. It's going to be gray, shabby chic with brass handles, and it's going to be incredible when it's done. I mean, all this detail that I showed you guys earlier is going to pop out. I can't wait to get it started. So the first focus is going to be prepping the project. Prepping the project, I can't stress more how about prepping project. If you want your piece to turn out exactly right when you're done, you've got to prep it right. If you don't prep it right, you're going to have issues, you're going to have cracks, you're going to have old chipping stuff come through. It's not going to look as good. So make sure you prep it really, really well before you paint it, especially on a piece of furniture that's high-end. If it's just a shabby chic country table, you want chips, you want dings, you want all that stuff to show because it adds to the piece and patina. Not on this one, however. This one's going to be high-end, so we want to make sure it looks good, especially on the top. The top is where people are going to see. They're immediately going to look at the top. If there's any chips or stuff on it, it's not going to look good. So we sanded the top. I used my drill. Where did it go? Right here. So this is a really aggressive grit. I've had this for years and it still hasn't broken down any. And it takes pretty much all the chips off the top and blends them in smoothly with the rest of the furniture, because this has been sitting, it's been in the atmosphere. It's got wet probably, it's got sun on it, so this is where the worst is. Obviously those two drawers there too, they're I've got a lot of you can still see all the chips on those, so we're going to take these out. So we're going to take all the drawers out, we're going to sand this all down, we're going to make sure it's all good to go before we paint it with the gray. So this is what we're going to do. So watch and observe and comment and like and share and do all those fun things to get me going. This is the second part of Repurposeful. It's Repurposeful and prep and paint. That's the first videos we do. You know, we go through alleys and find stuff and sell it and donate it and repurpose it and whatever. But we're going to be doing a lot more of these videos of the before and afters of what they look like after we're done. So watch.
West Coast, East Coast, 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 West Coast.
Alright guys, so as you can see by using this, I get these chunks here. This is the old woods. This is the old stain that's peeling off due to being sitting outside or whatever. So I'm not going to take the whole finish off, but I want these bits here to be smooth so when the paint goes on, you're not seeing them. So what this does is it smooths off. It smooths off that finish, so now when you run your fingers over, you don't feel any chips. And that's basically all I'm doing, because the top got the worst damage because it's obviously been sitting somewhere. The rest of the dresser is got some on the drawers, but this part here is just slick, and we just need to get the slickness off. So we can do that with some Scotch-Brite or some light sandpaper. There's a little bit of stuff here and there that I'm going to use. Like here, you can feel it with your fingers. I'm going to use the sander on that. A lot of this stuff just comes right off and it's really smooth. So we're going to continue doing this because it does a good job of smoothing off that part there, see? Now it's smooth. And you won't catch that with the paint. So just a close-up version of what we're doing here so you guys can see, because the other camera shows the long shot, the whole shot, but not exactly what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, here we go. So I got it sanded. Sanded down. All this is smoothed off now. You can't really feel any rough edges. A little bit. I'm going to go back over it one more time. Some light sandpaper. I got all the rough paint off. The varnish is peeling off. All the drawers lightly buffed. Gotta get up here next. Hi y'all. I'm gonna get up here next, lightly buff all this up, and then I'm going to clean it. So then we're going to clean it off with some a rag and water to get all the dirt and debris and oil and whatever left over off, and wipe it all down, make sure there's no slick spots, and then the fun part comes. We'll put a drop cloth down on the ground and we will start painting the gray. So we'll definitely have this painted the first coat today, and depending on the kind of paint I got, I bring home all the paint I find in the trash, whites, grays, whatever color, because it saves me 20 bucks a gallon or more. Hopefully this is Bear or Glidden, sorry, because it's quality paint, and quality paint usually clear coat seals over really fast and you don't have to put 2 or 3 or 4 coats. So hopefully 1-2 coats max on this, and we can shabby chic it down, and this thing will be done in no time. There's some drawer glides that need to be fixed on some of the drawers. They're missing, so I'm going to reattach the drawer glides, make sure they're all nice and tight, and then we're going to find handles. I'll probably go shop into Home Depot or something like that and find some nice, it's going to be somewhat decorative, but not too decorative that it clashes with this beautiful stuff here. So I want them decorative, but light decorative, and we're going to do those brass. So we've got still have some work to do on this piece, but it's coming along. It is starting to come along, and that is the main thing, folks. So we'll touch back with you in just a little bit. I am going to get a glass of tea. Yeah. Right, guys. So here we are. Let me get the camera set up here. It's goofy. I have it sanded and I have it wiped down, so we're going to start applying the first layer of paint here. And it looks like this gray paint that I got is pretty good quality. So the first thing you're going to start doing is on all this detail work, you want to get the paint in all the crevices, because when you shabby chic it, you want to make sure you're only shabby chiking the raised areas. So all the inner areas need to be painted. So I find the best way to get it in all these areas is to dab, and that gets your paintbrush, gets in all the crevices and applies the paint where it needs to be. And as you can see, one coat is filling pretty good. So this might be a 2-coat process and it's done. So it's pretty exciting that we're going from this, which is nice, don't get me wrong, but this shabby chic modern, it's really going to make a big difference to a lot of people. And then your market is going to be really open to a lot more people interested. And try to get the paint in as far as you can on the inside, because this is a good high-dollar piece. You don't want to do it quickly and shoddy. You want to make sure it's done nice. It's gonna look good and evenly coated. So this is really gonna come along nice. This is super exciting. And I mean, so far we've got, to be completely honest with you guys, we got the furniture for free. It's been a couple hours of prep. The paint's free. You know, by the time we're done, we're just gonna be in this, you know, maybe 4 hours. Well, what's 4 hours of your work worth? You know, I guess it depends on the individual, but I mean, let's say we get this completely done, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, because I know this is going to look exquisite, and it might sit a while the right person hits it, because it's big. It's a big piece of furniture, so it's not going to sell right away, but let's say I get $650 for it when it's done. How much of that is profit? Well, pretty much all of it. I haven't bought any supplies, even these paintbrushes. I found a bag, you remember, we found bags of paint stuff we brought home probably 2 months ago that we went through, and all these expensive paintbrushes were in that bag. So even the paintbrushes were free. So I mean, I'm not in this but my time, and I love doing this. So it's an easy profit margin on this stuff, guys. Plus, like I said before, you've got this accomplishment thing going on, you know. And everybody comes over to your house and they see this credenza, whatever piece you're painting, and they're like, oh my God, where did you get that? You can say you did it. And how awesome is that? This is even a flat, look. So by the time I sand this and put a semi-gloss, because you gotta seal it over when you're done, that's a major part, you know, it's gotta be sealed. And I'll put a semi-gloss sealant top coat on it. Guys, this is gonna look amazing. I'm super excited. So I'm gonna put the camera back on its stand, and we're gonna continue painting till we get this bad boy done. All right, guys, we're gonna paint this dresser. So I'm probably gonna paint it all, and you're gonna see it real sped up, because otherwise it'll be 30 minutes of me painting a dresser. That's not gonna be fun. So let's do this.
West Coast, East Coast, 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 West Coast.
Alright. So we are done. We have the first coat put on the whole dresser, all the way across. We have the first coat put on all the drawers. And if you'll follow me, we have the first coat put on the mirror. So we're going to let it sit overnight. And then tomorrow we are going to do coat number 2. And that's pretty much it. It should pretty much be covered in 2 coats, because right now it looks like it's almost all the way covered, just 1 coat. So second coat, and we'll let it dry a little bit, and then we'll start shabby chiking it. That's the fun part, watching the magic come out. So this thing is going to look exquisite, and then we'll get some handles for it. So I'll see you tomorrow after the cure. Alrighty, what's up guys? I'm back for another round of this painting process. Here we are on day number 2. We're going to part the second coat on. And I'm guessing this second coat is going to be the final coat, because this gray paint covers awesome. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect gray coat. 2 coats. And a little bit of detailing. And this thing is going to be done. Ready to get shabby chiced up and see this piece come alive. I mean, realistically, this 1 coat's probably good enough. You pretty much covers. There's nothing, a couple of areas showing through, but not really a lot. Alrighty, so the second coat is on the piece of furniture. As you can see, it's pretty good. Coverage is awesome. Great paint this is. Must be good, high quality. So now that I've covered all the surfaces, I'm going to go back through and get, I don't know if you can see, up underneath the edges. I want to make sure all the underside edges are coated with at least 1 coat of paint, just to finish it off nicely, so if anybody moves it around backwards, upside down, they'll see. On a high-end piece of furniture, you want to make sure people are getting what they're paying for. And you want to make sure there's good coverage in those hard-to-see areas, because your name's on this. You know, if you're keeping it for your house even, I mean, your name is on this piece of furniture. You put your stamp of approval. No, you want to make sure it looks good. So I'm going to go back through and get all the undersides and all the little tiny areas that I might have missed. Then I'm going to do the drawers, and then that's it. We've got 2 coats, and the next step's the fun part. That's where we're going to start doing the shabby chic on it and bringing out all the details. That's when the magic starts to begin. So you can imagine at this point where we're going to be after shabby chic, and it's so exciting. So I'll see you guys in a bit. What's up guys, we're Purposeful, and we're going to do more work on the dresser. So we found some nice knobs. A box of knobs that we probably found in the trash a couple months ago. Glide Right Hardware Company. Anyway, it's a box of them, so I kept them because I always do. And we're going to paint them brass. So we got some metallic Rust-Oleum, like a aged copper brass, metallic champagne bronze, so it's like a brass color. And we're going to paint all these brass colored. And then, because this dresser is specific, the holes don't exactly line up on the drawers. So we're probably going to have to fill 1 hole and drill another hole, but that's no big deal. Drilling holes in, no big deal really. Problem is it's windy today. Super windy. Arizona is really weird lately. So we're gonna do the best we can here. pretty good. And the knobs I found, we're gonna do them, and we'll get around this side and do the other side. Wind. It's gonna happen, people. These have a very low base, so whatever. I'll deal with it later. This one keeps falling over and it's messing things up. There we go. Oh, looking pretty good. Let them dry. And then we'll get the underside of them. Those will work. Okay. So we are going to leave one hole, fill the other hole. So we got some putty, we're going to fill it, sand it, and then do a little touch up with paint. So I'll be back shortly. Alright guys, here we are. We are dry with the putty. So as you can see, I already sanded that one. It takes nothing. It's wood putty, so literally a light sand, done, and then we'll touch up the paint, which will take no time at all. There you go. See? Almost no effort at all on those. None. So bam, bam, bam. I'm going to do this one here. And this one here. Done. Now, we're going to touch the paint up on them. And then we're going to start to do the shabby chic process. I'm excited about that because it's really going to start showing the details. And once the shabby chic process is over with on everything, we'll do the drawers, attach the handles, which I've put another coat of paint on over there. So this is pretty easy really. I mean, dust off them. Don't want to paint dust on them. Okay. Do some painting and that's it. Alrighty guys, all painted, ready to go. Now the magic area arrives where we're going to start. So I've done a little tiny bit here. You can see the starting to come out here. We're just going to lightly use a Scotch-Brite because you don't want to take way too much paint off. So just highlight some of the areas that lift up the coloration, see? Look at that. So we're going to go all around this piece and we're going to highlight everything. see the color starting to come out. And then we're going to hit all the edges. So you can see what I'm going for here. Now it's starting to age it. See how it looks? You want to get it all too. You don't want to, just because the piece is off to the side or in an area that you won't necessarily see right up front, you want to get every little piece, every little area. I usually have some sort of dust brush. I take all the dust off. Alright, so now you can see what I'm going for here. Just highlights the areas. So I'm going to go around and do that on all the surfaces, on the edges, on the top, and then I'll do the drawers. So
West Coast, East Coast, 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 West Coast.
So I have done one column all the way down, and you can see how that looks. Right? That is the look we're getting for here. That is when the details start popping out on the piece. So I'm going to work a little bit more. So this is going to be a couple hours of sanding, I think. But it's going to look awesome. So I'll come back in a bit and show you guys the prognosis and how it's coming. Okay? Alright guys, here we are. We have got a lot accomplished here. So we have finished touch up the paint, and I started shabby chiking. And so I've completed the process. As you can see by looking at it all, I've got the whole top done, all the way down, the front, drawers, all the edges, and the sides. So you can see how it's come out. And then on this side, I already put one coat of protective finish over it to seal it up. You can see what that looks like. Even the protective coat of finish kind of pops it even more. So now it's really, really nice. And then on this side, I have already put the brass handles on. So those are the top drawers and the middle drawers. Painted, installed, filled the old holes. And that one chipped out again, so I had to touch it back up again. Gonna happen. So the next step is put all the doors back in, do the mirror, put it on, coat it down really good, and then do the drawer pulls, and we're pretty much done. So probably took me about an hour, hour and a half to sand it and shabby chic it out. So not too bad. All in all, it's turning out pretty good. So I'm going to finish up here, putting some drawer pulls on and stuff like that, and then I'll come back and let you take a look at it one more time. Alright guys, REPURPOSEFUL here. So we are at the final stages of this dresser. So I have gotten it all shabby chiced. I have put all the handles on. I have done the mirror. It needs cleaned, but I have done the mirror. And I have shellacked it over to seal it up. So you can see the details. They go by. All the way around the edges. So it could probably use maybe one more slight coat of sealer. But if you remember what it looked like before, as opposed to what it looks like now, what a transformation this piece has become. And I knew it would be. I knew this piece of furniture would be magnificent when we are done. So here it is. Anyway guys, so I hope you have enjoyed the video. So this is what we're going to start doing now. We're going to of course do the normal stuff we do, which is find stuff, donate stuff, sell stuff, and repurpose stuff. So we're going to be saving all the furniture that we find for this kind of video. So if we find stuff in the trash to sell, we'll be selling it. You'll seeing the videos of it. But as we do furniture, as we find it, we are going to do a video from start to finish of the transformation. So this is some comments we've had from other viewers, and I just have no problem with it. So this is video number 2. We did the rocking chair a while back, so this is the second video that we've done of a full repurpose of a piece of furniture, and we're just going to continue to do this. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe and share the videos. We're trying to get our numbers up. We're trying to get our views. I think we're interesting. So anyway, comment if you will. I'm not sure the dresser is going to be for sale. Mama keeps coming out here and eyeballing it, so we'll find out. But other than that, we've turned a perfectly decent dresser, trash find, into a magnificent piece. I mean, this will sell no problems. So anyway, this is REPURPOSEFUL. Until next time, check it later. Bye.